Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a very quick video just to give you all a thought for the day or for the week or however you want to look at it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. We see the financial stuff that's happening in the banks that are shutting down. We see people losing their jobs. We see people trying to go on strike because they're wanting to get more money from their jobs, and the job's like, hold up, we'll give you half of what you want, but we're going to make it take a few years for that to happen. We see days when there's nothing in the stores or on the food shelf, and then we see times when there seems to be an abundance. Our world is changing, our lives are changing. I hope you guys are being mindful of everything that's going on and are seriously preparing for not only what's happening now, but what's coming up, because I believe it's going to get a lot worse before things get better. You know, um, I'll just be honest about it. A lot of people just look at YouTube and all these social media platforms as entertainment only. And if it's not someone gorging themselves on food or doing something stupid or whatever, then they're not really interested. But, I consider myself a person of preparedness, and I know that there are many others that are in that community or fit that same um, understanding or title. And whether or not people think it's entertainment value and people are out doing their gardening and weeding and feeding their animals or talking about things that are going on and working on having solar or other forms of energy in case the power goes out, it's a serious deal for many of us. I hope people are preparing themselves for things that are coming up because, I did a video sometime last year, I believe it was, way back last year, about when Hurricane Katrina hit. And that was years ago. And yes, sorry, I'm drinking my milk out of a jar. It's still milk. Almond milk. But when Hurricane Katrina hit, I thought, oh, I feel bad for those people there because there were so many states away from where I was that I assumed, me being in the north and that being in the south, that it would not impact me. But it did impact me because I was not able to access my money. Not through the bank, not through the ATM. There was no money to be given out for a few days, which put me in a bind because I lived on the day by day. I'm just going to get what I need for today or 2 or 3 days. But yeah, it impacted me in a heavy way. And then there's been tornadoes and other things that have impacted me in a great level as well, with the power being out and not being able to go to the grocery store. There have been riots. I've talked about all this through the years on this channel, but some of you are new, and thank you to my new subscribers. Um, but I just think it's important that people seriously try to prepare some stuff. If you haven't done it yet, you need to start doing it now. If you got a food dehydrator, great. Time to get busy. Dehydrate some simple stuff. You can dehydrate carrots and onions and you can dehydrate greens and kale. Especially that's chopped up in the bag that you go to the store and they sell it like it's for a smoothie. Yeah, you can dehydrate that and store it in a much smaller area, and you have that for if you're not able to get out to the store. But you want to multiply that exponentially so that you have enough to make it through a long-term situation where there's no food available. I got a tip the other day from someone that within the next 2 years, there's going to be some big changes coming to some of those popular big chain convenience stores that people like to go to because they're all trying to go towards the digital way. And regardless how you feel about that, if that's changing, that means that there's some other things that are probably changing too. So, just throwing this out here today. look in your cupboards and stuff. See what you have. Look at the money that you have. How much are you spending on fast food, junk food, or things? I mean, I'm not saying that you can't eat. You can eat whatever you want to, but realize that it can have an impact on how much that you can store and preserve and prepare for yourself. You can buy stuff that's already freeze dried or dehydrated or whatever at the grocery store. You can go through Emergency Essentials. You can go through Thrive Life. You can go through a variety of vendors, or you can do it yourself, which is what I do. Look through your tools. Do you have all the tools that you need in the event that something happens? Do you have seeds? What do you have? What are you able to do? You know, sorry about that. Phone ringing. So, what are you able to do with what you have? Some things that you might want to take inventory of and start to work on. I will go for now, and I will talk to you again soon.